Hey folks, I was tempted to say something like, welcome to Ticket Talk, but I'm not going to do anything that cheesy. Unless I get subscriptions, because if I get subscribers, then maybe I will. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about this show. It's Bob Dylan at the Michigan Theater in Ann Arbor, Michigan, May 14th, 1996. And the reason I'm talking about this one, well, if you've ever been to a show with me, you know how much I hate leaving before the show is over. And if I'm at a concert, I won't leave until the lights are on and the music's playing and ushers are telling me to get out. If it's a sporting event, it's not until the last player's left the field or the ice. If it's wrestling, it's not until the wrestler, the final wrestler has done the ring circling, signed autographs, and is behind the curtain again. I just don't like to leave early. And if it means a difference between, a 25-minute car ride home or a 2-hour car ride home because you're in traffic, that's the consequence of going to a show with me. I do not like to leave early, and this is the reason why. As a bit of background, I was working in Windsor, Ontario at the time at Coopers and Lybrand, and we used to keep the radio on, especially in the summertime, because it was a little more relaxed. And I remember them, I think I was listening to WCSX probably, and they announced Bob Dylan's playing at the Michigan Theater. I'd seen Dylan a couple times, but, certainly early on, every opportunity to see Dylan, I wanted to go see Dylan. And this is pre-9/11, so you didn't need a passport or anything. You could cross the border on your driver's license alone. So I hadn't planned on seeing the show that morning. I didn't know about the show, but when I heard about the concert, boom, I was there. Right after work, I drove to Ann Arbor. I might have called the venue that day and ordered the ticket, or I'm not sure if I just bought it at the box office the night of. But I got to the show, or I got to the venue, bought the ticket, or got the ticket, picked it up, and then went to see the show. It was great. I mean, I love Dylan. Anyone who's read the list, I've seen him more than I've seen anybody else. It was a great show. And, he finished his set, and then after about 2 or 3 minutes, he comes out for his encore. He did one song for the encore, which, it's kind of disappointing. You always want to hear maybe 2 songs, but, Dylan being Dylan, what are you going to do? So he left, and the lights didn't go on, but he had left the stage, and the Michigan Theater is pretty small, and it wasn't a lot of people there, but at this point, probably about a third of the people left. And then he comes out and does a second song. He does a second encore, and he does a song, which was, again, just a great song. And then he leaves the stage. And he doesn't come out, 3 minutes go by, 4 minutes go by, and the lights haven't gone on, and everyone's kind of filing out. So by this time, there's maybe 30 to 50 people left. At this point, I'm even putting my coat on, and I was way up at the top in the balcony. I bought one of the last seats, apparently. So I make my way down to the deck where the exit is, and I get right to the exit, and he comes out again, and he does a third song, a third encore. And that was Rainy Day Women, the song Everybody Must Get Stoned. So I had never heard him play that live before, to my recollection. So, I'm loving this. And it's kind of like he's playing in front of a small little living room audience, right? There's only about 30 people, maybe 50 tops. So then he leaves the stage again. So by this time, we're not leaving, right? We want to see if he's going to do a fourth encore. Another 3 minutes go by, 4 minutes go by. He didn't. He left. The lights came on and he left. But that was the lesson I learned, was you never leave before the final lights go on. So if you ever go to a show with me, expect to do that. The other thing that's changed is after that day, I made sure that whenever I went anywhere, I had earplugs with me. So I keep a bag of earplugs in my car. I keep a bag of earplugs at my desk at work, and I keep a bag of earplugs in my little computer bag, because you never know when you might find a show last minute that you got to attend. Anyway, that was the Dylan story, and we'll do another one at another point. Hope you enjoy these. Thanks.